After almost 40 years.
So side.
Photo.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
ये तो बिल्कुल अपना गांव का है।
फोटो में रशियन लग रहे हैं।
Thank you.
So you have brought a script. तो किसी ने बोला भी नहीं बोलना।
You reach a certain age in your life, and once you forget, if I remember whatever I've decided to talk, then I think I need to look for another 2 more years extension. If I forget, then I think I'm on the right track. But thank you so much, everybody, the entire colleagues out here, friends, for being here. It's a Thanksgiving speech for many things. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for being there with me in the last 40 years, for taking care of me, my family, and my pursuits in life. He's always been backing up me to the best of his ability, and I'd like to thank the Almighty for being there with me. His blessings have always been there for me and my family in all challenges. I'd like to thank my parents, my mother especially. Tomorrow happens to be her 87th birthday, which is alive. Till the moment she passed away, there was only one thing in her life, which she said that I went against her wishes by joining this profession. I actually studied for my graduation, and part-time I was also do this AMI, which is equal to engineering. And it was her passion for me to become an engineer, because her father's brother, all of them were engineers. So it was something which she was passionate about. But then after the third year, the fourth year, after giving my examinations, we had a break of around 3 to 4 months. So that's the time I used to play a lot of cricket. On Saturdays, Sundays, we used to, at least on Saturday evenings, Sundays, we used to go for nets. My cricket team's captain was my classmate, and his brother was working for a company called Citadel as an area manager. So we used to all come down to his place. It was an Agraharam, Tamilian Brahmin area. So we sit down sometimes to spend my night there, then again go to college the next day, because my falls was very far away from there. So that time, Shrikant, Kichu, as my friend's brother said, he said, why did you join this vacancy for Citadel in Chennai? I said 2-3 months, तो join करेंगे. तो interview में गया, selection हो गया, training हो गया, and they were all Glaxo people. So final दिन जब भी training होने के बाद, ये आगे आके मेरा headquarter instead of Chennai is Trivandrum. तो अभी problem था, अभी घर छोड़ के जाना है, tickets for the next day. तो मम्मी को आके बोले कि I have to, I'm going to Trivandrum for a couple of months. I'll be there, come back, and then I'll, try to go as per whatever I've studied. I gave my examination expecting it to complete over 3 months. But वहाँ आने के बाद क्या हो गया कि got so involved in the job, targets being there, and in a period of about 10 months I got promoted. So new challenges, new area thrown to Pune, where I didn't know Hindi, typical South Mallu, knowing only Tamil, Kannada, Konkani and so on. So it was a learning experience. So there, पहुँचने के बाद पहले 2 साल we did our targets, again challenges, second year again, from there onwards. Then my company brought me to Chennai for a laser division because we opened a laser surgical machine division. So I was in charge of that. And that's time I lost my father also. So then the challenge was so much that I really couldn't go back to what I actually studied for. And when I cleared my 2 AMI paper areas in Kolhapur, and I knew that I could go in, I had completed such a long period in the company, in the profession, that I could go back. So that was one last wish of hers, which I could never fulfill. But I'd like to thank her for all the support and guidance she's been giving me, for being there like a rock. So I'd like to thank my wife for not only being a man, but also the woman in the family. The way I say this is 39, 40 years, an average of 15 days a month we travel. That makes it almost about 180 days, 1,800, that's about 7,000, 7,200, 7,400 days of travel in the entire 40 years. Family, we got married, within a year, Nehal was born, taking care of the family, leaving her profession, staying at home, compromising, again taking a job, second child, again leaving her profession, being like a rock. I'd like to thank Cynthia for all that she's done and for being a lovely wife, and also a rock under which our family has grown. My two lovely children, Nihal and Sonal, they've done their studies, they're on to their goals. God wish them good luck. Thanks to them too. Profession-wise, the person who actually, my mentor I would say, without whom probably I would not have moved on to Pune on a promotion, that is K.S. Gopalakrishnan. He taught me the basics of leadership, the basics of teamwork, analysis, working with a company, how to be a bridge between the top management and this, and most important, how much you can give your profession in terms of work and how we can lead people by example. You always say, you lead, people follow. You're a good human being, people will always respect you as a leader. Unfortunately, he's not there today. I respect him and consider him as a mentor. So when there's an opportunity in Pune, and I wanted to actually come back to Chennai, he said, Roshan, come down to Pune, I'm the zonal manager, let's take it across. Then I moved around with him, he became the CEO of Aravindo, the Citadel Group, CAPL Group, and then onwards. I lost him a few years back during COVID. The other mentors who taught me, T. Sundar, people who are not there today in this world, T. Sundar, my first regional manager, my first area manager is Radhakrishnan, who gave me my bag, and I would say MJ, there is Jaraman Saab, and of course here, the person who is not there with us, MJ Menon Saab, for bringing me in here and guiding me along. So God bless your souls, and my blessings, their blessings with me and my family always. Down to our level, I'd like to thank IC Sir and MD Saab for having the confidence in me all these years. And 3 years back, when Mr. IC asked me, Roshan, would you be in a position to continue? I said, sir, under your leadership, definitely. So I'd like to thank IC Sir for the confidence he has given in continuing my tenure for the last 3 years. And his power of analysis, his, what do you call it, the fact that he makes you accountable, but doesn't push you across. In terms of responsibility and accountability, there's a perfect balance, and it gives you the capacity to organize and work yourself without any interference, which not many management, not many top officials actually do. So I'd like to thank you very much, sir, for this. And apart from his power of analysis, which I feel is phenomenal, I wish I could pick a few grey cells because he's got a memory which probably even goes more than an elephant. So probably, so that's a big learning process that I've had under IC Sir. MD Sir for the confidence he has given me and extending my services and support he has given me, I would say. I'd like to thank the marketing team, Santosh, Shashi, Sudarshan, Sachin, Gauri, Vaidehi, Trupti, as well as Smita for being there. We've had a lot of difference of opinions, but finally, they say no 3 times, but whatever I say, ultimately, they ensure it happens so that, the interest of the field is taken care of. So I'd like to thank Santosh and the entire team for being with me as a rock and supporting me and my team right through. This lady out here, Jyoti Sudhakaran, Sunday, Saturday, Monday, if there were 8 days a week, probably she'll be busy 8 into 24 into 365. But otherwise 7, 12, 365, she's always been there. Any ticketing problem, any CRM, right through she's always been supporting. So thanks a lot, Jyoti, for being with me and with us. Finance team, Jitan as well as Mahesh and the entire team, they've been asking the right questions, which actually is right as per their protocol. But thanks for always giving the right answers also and the right support. So I think that balance has been maintained very well by finance team. So thanks a lot for that. I'd like to thank Deepankar and team for giving us the data, supporting us even in terms of HR issues. They've always letting here. And here again, Deepakar, any question, any data within 25-30 minutes is right on the table. The effort levels, everything. I didn't have to trouble myself in going into eye doctor to the election because he was always there for me to whatever relevant data I needed. Amish Shukla and Mishaji, again, the data bank for that channel of information as and when required, always being provided in whichever way it was being asked for. So thanks Amit as well as Mishaji. I'd like to thank HR team for the support in always helping us pick the right candidate, and more important than that, in ensuring the candidates stayed with us. And also I'd like to appreciate the quite a few initiatives that the HR team has given us, thanks to which, working and living in Cachet is a nice place to be in, I would say. So thanks HR team for this. Deepankar has joined a wonderful, Dheeraj joined a wonderful team. I'm sure with this leadership of Dheeraj as well as Animesh, we'll be able to go to greater heights. Again, Thomas and team for not, I don't think we've used the word shortage in the last few months. We have forgotten that word shortage. Thanks to Thomas and his entire team. And I'd always appreciate him for one thing. He has never stopped in quoting SOPs and company rules. However, in the final reckoning, he'll always find a solution and find that with tags and with assurances, the job is done. So it's made job very lot easy for us in the field also to get off of those holes that we actually get stuck in at many points in our working experience. Training to our Dronacharya, Siddharth, as well as Romi and Kamlesh, for the passion they bring to their training. It's always said that you are a good, when you're a good teacher, you also become a good learner. So they've not only taught us, but they also learned and upgraded themselves in the process and spread it across the entire team. Thanks a lot, Siddharth. IT for striving to get digital as what the world is moving towards and making life more simpler for all of us in the organization. Thanks a lot to the entire team. I'd like to thank purchase team for not delaying and bringing us things as and when it was required and down the line. Travel team for making the right ticketing and never disappointing us even if the requests are at the last moment. Thanks Girish and Co. Sarvesh for the kind arrangements for making the stay in Cachet during this working hours very comfortable. Export team, although they were different divisions, they always made us realize that if they can do it outside the country, we can do it in the country. I don't know whether I've missed out, so that's age catching up, I believe. Yeah. Nirupam, young bubbling man who's joined us. So 2 months, it's been a good experience working with him. Taking him along, he brings a lot of enthusiasm into the job. His keenness to learn, his initiatives into trying to make changes. I'm very sure, over a period of time, Nirupam, would be the asset, to the organization and take this business from this level to higher level. And thanks for that. And we've had a wonderful experience of traveling together, sharing experience over UP. Half the time we joke around, but good teamwork. And I'm sure the team will be progressing a lot with your guidance. Sunil and Bau and Rahul. Many times I've sat behind late nights because one big complaint of the team members is that आप बैठते हो, but कभी-कभी क्या रहता है daytime you're not able to do it, so you need to push yourself. So they've always been kind enough to stay behind, keep places clean, and give me the best kind of comfort that I needed. I'd like to thank the HR staff individually. I talked about 2 colleagues. I'd like to thank Reena. I'd like to thank Sanju. I'd like to thank Priyanka and Kushbu for the kind of support they've been giving us right through in the last few months. They've also been very stuck about certain things, but finally, invariably, solutions always come in from their side. So thanks a lot, HR team. Not much, I would say, as far as achievement is concerned. I know you've got to bear with me for a couple of minutes. Because after 39 years, I don't know when I'll have the chance to talk to an official team like this. So bear with me. We've been officially, professionally, I think I would like to talk much about what we've done is, there were challenges. I think when I came down this morning when I spoke, I was in a utterly difficult mood because we thought we would reach our numbers of commitment, what I had given to Ms. IC, but we fell short by almost 1 crore. But sitting back and thinking over the past few years, I think the team, my team, I would say, has been instrumental in kind of, we've done a turnaround in West Bengal. We've kind of, upped the levels of business in UP, keeping the team intact in all the 3 divisions. Jharkhand, we went through a severe crisis. I think the team has been able to take this across. Orissa, Assam, we've had crisis, but green shoots in the last month. Bihar, Jharkhand, challenges last year, but there again there are green shoots. North Bihar is doing well, and South Bihar, with the new management team coming in, I think things are in the right direction. The big challenge is the biggest business that we are facing is in AR Pharma. So that's one thing which probably when I leave, I feel that maybe I could have done something. I take the full responsibility for whatever has not happened, and what good we have done is thanks to the entire team that has been with me and supported me in every part of my tenure. Attrition rates, we have kept them under control, 21% 2 years back, and now it's last year was around 24 to 25%. We've had in the last 8 years about 2 years above 100%, 3 years above 90%, and 2 years, between the 80s and 90s, COVID period and 1 period of the GST, I would say. CAGR of around 9 to 10% in terms of the last 4 years. So, thanks team for doing this, so that at least when I walk out with the feeling that I may not have done anything great, but at least as a part of the process of parivartan or change or whatever we call it. I have been very persuasive about many things in my life, and I will continue to be persuasive. I've tried to be assertive, but not abrasive. I've tried to be aggressive, but definitely not arrogant. So in the process, if I've hurt a few colleagues out here, so I'm extremely sorry for it, and I wish we don't. You'll have it in mind that I never had anything negative against anybody. It was only the passion to drive the business and certain agenda which probably drove me to that. So that's it. Old age gives you the benefit of giving some advice, right? So first point of advice is, this body is not yours. This body belongs to your creator. So do give yourself about 30 minutes or 40 minutes to take care of something which has been gifted to you. What I mean is, be it meditation, be it walking, be it jogging, be it running, or any of these things, involve yourself in activity, because this is not yours. You're just a caretaker of this body. So you take care of this body, it's like, that's 45 minutes like a recurring deposit in your life. Koi paisa nahi hota hai, sirf time, and that's my time. I mean, it's your time. So the more you put into it, the more as you grow up, it will help you as a recurring deposit, gives you dividends year onwards. So youngsters, do take that up more seriously. Family. Now, I always keep quoting an old Tamil song, which I keep quoting in wherever I, most of my meetings, and I have the opportunity to discuss this. It says, Veedu varai uravu. That is, till the house, it is the family relations. Veedi varai manevi. That is, till the gate, it is the wife. Kaadu varai pillai. That is, still the smashan guard or the graveyard, it is your son. Final journey, you are alone. But the last person who accompanies you are your son and your family. So, in our journeys, our travels, we tend to miss our family. A lot of things, many years I tend to look more at work, miss out on family. But I request all of you youngsters, give yourself that time to your family, because they are the ones who will be with you right till the end of your time when you're journeying this part of the world. I will not be seeing you, all of you, every day, but thanks for the 7 to 8 years of camaraderie, oneness and cooperation all of you have given me. I said that hard to believe that my time has come to an end, and in this extremely amazing company. But then the journey ahead, I think we have a lot to do. A lot of things that I have to do in my personal life which I missed out. Maybe going for treks, maybe going for holidays, maybe learning to play music. My wife is a very good dancer. She studied Bharatanatyam. She dances well in terms of Western music also. Of course, with archery, not much, but she's got a very good rhythm. And she's always been telling me, why don't you go for dancing classes? Because when I start dancing, and you're actually ashamed to be. So that's one thing on my agenda, I would say. Retirement from work, yes, but definitely not retirement from life. So with this motto, I think I'd like to once again say a big thank you to everybody out here for being what they are and allowing me to be what I am or what I was. The last reckoning is, always give our best to a team. They may forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel in life.